Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So the main goal of the Goodreads reading challenge is to make us read more, which is a goal most readers want to achieve every year. However, sometimes we overdo it or overestimate how many books we can read in a year, and this can contradict other reading goals that we have. Or sometimes life just happens and something prevents us from meeting our goal. This could cause us anxiety and stress. My last reading goal was 100 books, but I reduced it this year to 52 books. This is one book per week. This goal is manageable for my reading speed. Of course, each reader has a different reading speed and different life circumstances, so reading goals may vary wildly, but I think it's always better to reduce the reading goal below your comfort zone. In this video, I'm going to explain the reasons why I reduced the reading challenge goal of how many books I want to read in a year based on my experience with the Goodreads challenge for the past 3 years. And I'm going to suggest a few different strategies to reading other than the Goodreads reading challenge. Before I start, I want to ask you to please support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe button. First, I reminded myself that the main reason that I read is enjoyment. Sure, we read for other reasons like gaining knowledge and new insights on the world around us and so on, but we mainly read to have a good time. So when you set a really high reading goal, you start reading just to achieve a number at the end of the year. I know it's satisfying to achieve the number, but make sure not to forget why you started reading in the first place. One example from my last reading challenge, at the end of the year I found myself pressed with time, so I chose some books to read just because they were easy, short, and they will make me achieve my goal faster. The result? I really did not enjoy them because I felt they were forced on me by external factors. I usually choose books based on my mood and try not to get other factors affect my choices. Another reason for reducing the challenge this year is that I like to read at my own pace. I just hate deadlines. Taking your time with the book you're reading will make it more enjoyable. If you try to finish the book as fast as possible to meet the goal, you will most likely not enjoy it. Deadlines cause so much stress and anxiety. Do you really want your reading to be associated with stress? Well, I certainly don't want that to be the case with me. For me, reading is a sweet escape from life's challenges and stress, and I don't want to destroy that feeling with stress related to deadlines. Another benefit of reading at a slow pace is that you read the book and you really get to be fully immersed in it without nothing else on your mind. This way, reading the book will most likely be more useful and it's going to be a really enriching experience. And then, I really like reading big books. I used to be really intimidated by books above 500 pages long, but in recent years I started to be more comfortable with them. And then I started to discover the joy that reading big books brings me. I read huge books like The Stand by Stephen King and 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami, which made me add so many big books to my TBR. So I said, if I raise the number of books I want to read in a year, my goal of reading big books will not align with my goal of reading more books. And in order to achieve the number, I have to read small to medium books, and I will miss a lot of the big books that are real gems. And guess what? When you read big books, you will most likely read more pages than those who read a big number of books. So you will end up achieving the goal of reading more despite the number of books. Please tell me in the comments if you like reading big books and which books you have read so far. Make it about the quality rather than the quantity. We have heard this phrase so many times, but I think it's true. Instead of focusing on the number of books you want to read in a year, you can focus on the number of pages, like I said, by reading big books. Or you can focus on choosing different genres from the ones you usually read. You can explore different authors that you haven't read before. Or you can focus on your reading time. For example, you can set a goal to read for an hour every day. Finally, it's totally okay not to achieve the reading goal. Remember that you don't have to read books that you don't feel like reading or read books without enjoying them just because you are pressed with time and you need to achieve a target. Reading a certain number of books should not be the defining aspect of your reading, and reading should be an enjoyable activity to you. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and support my new channel. Thank you very much and happy reading.